welcome to your snowy Friday Sunrise Extra. You know, the most visual metaphor that we have, and I don't know what genius came up with this morning. Maybe it was you, Miss Braxton. This was the appetizer.
No, it was Miss Braxton.
Yeah, and our main course is going to be served to us tonight.
I told you I was getting loopy. It was in the 4:30 hour.
I like it. I'm sticking with it.
Loopy or hungry? Which is it?
I don't know. I guess a little bit of both.
Rod, let's start with you. What's the latest?
Okay, I want to just take a minute and just kind of run you through real quick, all right? So tonight, here's the main course, as we're saying. This is a big, fat Pacific storm. Tons of available moisture. It's going to be clashing in with our cold weather. Now, right now, we're at 28. Notice on your day planner, temperatures never really get above freezing today, so icy road conditions will continue. The one wild card is light snow showers or flurries this morning, but the wild card is this afternoon. Could we actually see the snow really get going this afternoon and have significant accumulations before 5 or 6 p.m.? It's at least a possibility. My thinking is we'll get a couple inches of snow this afternoon, but we're keeping an eye on that. All this map shows you, this is a typical kind of water or potential rainfall map we normally would show you. So this shows that this storm coming in from the Pacific has 0.8 of an inch of moisture in Salem, could have over an inch of moisture into Portland. That would be heavy rain. But this time around, it's not rain. It's snow. So easily enough snow for moisture for an 8-inch snowstorm in Portland tonight, and enough moisture if it's all freezing rain and sleet for a significant ice storm down in Salem. This is not the map I wanted to show you, but it does show 8 inches of snow in Portland, and it doesn't show snow in Salem, which that points out Salem would be not in the snow zone, but the ice zone. And then it still looks like we'll be cold Saturday, and then we may warm up a little bit Sunday into Sunday night with a third system, but that could go either way. That could be rain or snow. But really tonight, we're thinking it could be two different worlds, an all-out snowstorm for Portland, an all-out ice storm for areas to the south, including Salem. That's what we're tracking right now.
Well, you know, the four of us, Rod, all have something in common. We're covering this winter weather inside. We're not out there in the weather itself.
Seniority!
Yes, I prefer it.
Well, you know what? Sometimes you just put people that are really good at reporting on outdoor conditions outdoors. Maggie Vespa, you're one of those people. You're very good at reporting on outdoor conditions while standing outside. So Maggie, we're coming to you right now. You've been live for us all morning long, starting at 4:30 this morning. Right now, I know you're on West Burnside. So just talk about some of the things you've seen out there on West Burnside this morning.
Really quick, we have a plow coming toward us right now. You can see the crews hard at work. We've seen them throughout the day today, both here in Portland/Oregon on I-5, and then also when we were up in Clark County earlier. West Hills definitely needs that. People were coming down saying it's not the worst driving they've ever seen in the West Hills. We know it gets bad traditionally, but for the most part, it is obviously one of the dicier parts of our area. We have another small plow. Kurt, if we can spin around. My God, what an active live shot, guys. This is very exciting.
Small,
very,
very excited to see how small
Here comes the baby plow.
Oh. Can't even make it all the way there.
Everybody's coming to the party for Sunrise Extra. How you doing?
That's cool.
That is cool.
Thank you.
Oh, another plow. Plows
Landscape
aplenty.
Management Company.
What is that little vehicle? Why have I never seen that before?
Did you guys send those people? Like, I haven't. It's a landscaping company. It was a Pacific Landscaping, so they were out getting a nice free.
Oh. Maggie went
away
just like
they're
that.
working really hard.
And she's back.
We got you, Maggie. We got you. Keep going.
Okay. So yeah, the crews have been out working really hard, and so far everybody's been saying they were worried. Drivers that we've met said they were worried that it would be worse this morning. So pleasantly surprised, but everybody being careful. I want to show you a video of Dee. We met her earlier in the Zoo Pants parking lot just across the street. She was trying to take the chains off her tires. She had never used those chains before and had just come down West Burnside. This is her first winter in Portland. She was from California, and she said actually she was one of those that said she thought it would be worse. Take a listen.
Work like in like customer service and everything, and like everyone's like afraid of like going out like during the snow and everything, and honestly I'm kind of the same way too because I've never really experienced that much of it. But it's been really cool because I didn't know how fast like people went out to like go and like pave the roads and like make everything safe for everyone. So it was really comforting to know that was the case.
And to the rescue, we are back out here live, I'm told. Okay, so we can see again the landscaping crews hard at work. Don't you guys know this is exactly how it goes? Like you're waiting for a live shot, everything's quiet, It's so peaceful. It's controlled. You know what you're going to say, and then right as they come to you,
this is way
suddenly it
better.
turns into Grand Central Station.
Look at this
What
dude
is
just
happening?
zipping
That is a very
around.
fast plow.
That's pretty cool, though.
I want one of those.
Segway plow.
Absolutely, Maggie.
I want one of those too. That would have been so great. It would have been so great to drive to work with that. So you can see everybody's out there doing their best to clear the parking lots, clear the roads and everything. Drivers are taking it slow, but it's not bad out here, to be honest.
Do you think
Oh
you
my
could
gosh,
flag him down, Maggie? Flag him down and see if he'd either A, give you a ride on that vehicle, or
He's
2,
working.
show you how to actually operate it? That would be awesome TV.
Oh, man.
What if he came, like you guys came to this live shot and I just like zipped through the frame? Like I'm not even just going to talk to you. I'm just going to put on a show.
Work on it.
It would have been exciting.
Anything goes on Sunrise Extra. Maggie, thanks. We're going to get back to you in just a minute. I can just imagine Devin Haskins, who is out on the west end of the gorge, like right at that Troutdale exit at Love's Truck Stop, going, why is Maggie talking so long? Because I'm standing out here in the cold as well.
Devin.
Get to me so I can get back in the warm news van.
Yeah.
Hey, Devin.
What are you talking about? It's 70 degrees out here. This is just all a mirage. There's no snow. No, I wasn't thinking at all that Maggie was just talking and going, all about snowplows. And I got pelting snow and ice, hitting us on the left side. No, nothing at all. Anyways, enough about me. It is obviously snowing out here in the Troutdale area. We have wind, as is usual out here, hitting us directly in the face if we had hit face east. Holy cow, I can't talk. It is like standing on a beach out here.
Don't face east.
You ever stood on the beach when it's blowing wind out there and it's just like yeah. Yes.
Look west, young man.
That's
Look
what it
west.
feels like out here. Plus, knock it down about go west, my young man. Knock it down about 40 degrees, and that's where we're at right now. I mean, it's 25, whatever it is, the car thermometer was saying out right now. It's freezing cold, and now that the light is starting to come up, you can really see like that snow, just the drifting snow, blowing on the roads and everything. And again, I-84 open. ODOT says they won't close it down until it gets really bad. They'll assess driving and how people are doing on it. We've seen everybody taking it slow. Seen a few people kind of squeal their tires to get taken off, but so for the most part, everybody just kind of taking it slow, like you should on road conditions like this. And you guys keep calling this the appetizer. I'm going to give you guys a piece of free, not you guys, but everybody, a piece of free advice. Don't eat yellow snow. All right, there we go. There's my free advice to the world.
That brain freeze thing you've heard about. Starting to talk about the yellow snow unnecessarily.
I miss you, Devin. Gosh, we haven't gotten to see a lot of these people in so long. Speaking of, are we done with Devin? Do you guys want to let him get back in the car, poor guy? Yes. Okay, both of you guys, get back in the car. Get warm. We do want to stay.
I
Yes,
can get in the car?
You can get in the car.
Yeah.
We love you.
Again,
I'm
go
done.
west.
Devin is
Go
lost.
I'm going
west,
to do a
young
snow
man.
angel.
Oh boy. Hey, sticking with I-84 real quick, we do have a report at 122nd of a couple cars that have stalled out, and the tow truck has arrived, and we're going to get that ODOT cam up for you.
They cleared it.
Oh,
Yeah.
they did?
Yeah, the
Oh, good.
producer was
Okay,
just
they got them
telling
out
me
of
that
there.
they've cleared
they were
it.
in the middle, like median, pulled over to the left. Don't do that, people.
Yeah, I mean, they had their flashers on, but they were, sedans and no snow tires, clearly.
Yeah.
Ken Lerman on the stream says Southeast Portland is where he lives. I got freezing rain first, and then he says 4 inches of snow.
Ooh.
And Pamela Stuber Anderson says, isn't that cute? Good morning from Minnesota.
Oh, yeah.
Minnesota, that's funny. Hey, Beth Ann says, curious how Polk County looks. Basically West Salem and west of Salem to the Coast Range. I have not received that many reports out of there. We did have some viewer pics showing that they have some frozen moisture on the ground. I know in that particular spot, radar has been showing basically an icy mix of what could be sleet, freezing rain, or kind of a mixture so far this morning. If you're traveling up into the Coast Range, especially down in the Mid-Valley and jumping over to Lincoln City or Newport, you could have an icy mix at times on the east slope of the Coast Range, but once you get to the summit and head down the other side, I think you'll quickly switch into a different world. I mean, it's going to be 46 degrees in Newport today, for example. So a big one of the warm pockets will be Lincoln City, Newport, and then Eugene. Eugene's expected to be 46 degrees today as well. So there is a warm pocket. If you really must get there, travel south.
Well, you know, we have one other member of the team we have not spoken with yet on Sunrise Extra, and that's Bryant Clerkley.
Oh, yes.
He's been with photographer Eric Patterson in Drive 8. I see you're stopped. Where are you guys now?
Hey guys, so we are on I-5. We're about to be going north. I feel a lot luckier than some of my coworkers because I'm here in the nice warm car and I get to report to you guys comfortably. So yes, we've been driving around all morning just looking at the road conditions. So I'm gonna turn the camera around for you guys now. Perfect. So you guys can see this is near the Bridgeport Village exit in the Tualatin area, and we've got a truck that has overturned right here. So you really want to be careful. We've seen a couple cars kind of spin out, but they definitely caught their balance. So we've just been driving around all morning, Multnomah, Clackamas County. We've seen the roads there. It looks to be sort of a slushier condition as of now, and people are going pretty slow. And yeah, we haven't seen too many issues, but it seems like people are driving slow. The crews are doing a great job from the looks of it. It's just kind of hard to tell where the lanes are. That's the only thing. So you just want to be really careful out here. And then just on some of those closures, Halsey closed from Northeast 80th Street to 84th because of icy conditions. So that's been a problem spot throughout the morning. But these are what the conditions look like right now. We were up in Clackamas County before this, and there were a couple cars that were stalled out on a large road that had a huge incline. So this is just the conditions now. So everyone just be careful, drive slowly.
Yeah, you know, you saw that big reader board there with winter driving conditions flashing on it. When I was driving in on I-84 West this morning, the advisory speed was 35. I've never been on that freeway going that slow, but that was exactly about the speed that was safe. You know, there weren't very many people out there when I was traveling, but you can see, and we talked to ODOT and Don Hamilton saying their crews have been out there nonstop laying down de-ice or plowing. So as more people get out there and travel, you're starting to see the pavement. Still slick, but you're seeing pavement.
Yeah, I will throw out a quick word to Clark County. I'm sorry. I didn't know Brian was, I thought Brian was finishing up. Go ahead, Brian.
Oh no, I was just going to say the traffic doesn't look to be too heavy, which is good. There's not too many people out driving right now, so which is good. So it seems like people are maybe staying home or just waiting until the conditions subside a little bit. But yeah, go ahead, Rod.
Well, I was just going to say, you know, the snow amounts are the same basically once again from around just south of Portland, 1 to 2 inches generally, all the way up through Cowlitz County and Kelso and Longview. Now, I will tell you, we've reported on this many times over the years as you look at various snow cover on the Portland roads, that up in southwest Washington, I don't know what we're looking at right now, I can't tell. Up in southwest Washington, they use a different mixture, and I-5 is actually in much better shape than what we are showing you on the interstate highways in Oregon. So if you do have to travel up in Washington, maybe drive to Seattle today, much better conditions than we're seeing in Oregon, road-wise.
You've mentioned that many times, Rod, over the years, because you make that trek every day in from Clark County to Portland. And then on these snow days, you always come in and say, Drew, you should have seen it.
Oh my gosh.
I'm driving on I-5 through Clark County, clear as day. I hit Oregon and you can't see the road.
People that make that commute know what I'm talking about. It's almost like you're in Palm Springs, and then you hit the interstate bridge and you see a transition, and then you pop into North Portland, Delta Park, and it's Antarctica.
But you're in the know. You said they use a different mixture?
Well, we found, when we did some reporting on this years ago, we did find out that WashDOT does use a different mixture on the roads. Now that looks fairly snow covered. We're looking at I-5 and Mill Plain, but you can clearly see the roads. When I was on those this morning, it was pure pavement underneath my tires. There was some snow on the road.
So that's North Portland, so it looks the same.
On snow.
But yeah.
But it is different. You see, and I noticed it this morning. When I crossed the interstate bridge, it was far worse. And it's not that the weather's different. The weather's the same. Mm-hmm. It's just they do use a different treatment and what they use. And then part of that story we did a couple years ago, state of Washington said they do constant or continuing environmental studies to make sure that their mixture is not harming the environment. They claim it is not. but whatever they use works better, and it's just no.
Maggie Vespa said the same as you. Yeah, when she was driving up there too.
Yes.
Can we read a couple more comments?
Yes, please.
Austin Johnson says lots of ice in Salem with a dusting of snow. And then, let's see, there was one more. Oh, Denise says rain in Sweet Home. It's that ice that just gets me. I mean, south of here later today, Rod, I think that bears repeating and repeating because that is a huge deal.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to have two different storm events tonight. One is pretty much just an all-out snowstorm over Portland and up into Vancouver. We think that's 8 inches of snow, or I do anyway. And then when you get down at some point in the Mid-Valley, with Salem being kind of the epicenter, if you will, that there's the chance that could be almost all ice. Like if it were a Pacific rainstorm, instead of rain, it would be an inch of all ice, freezing rain and sleet, and that would topple trees, it would bring down power lines, it would produce power outages, and you know, the finest road crews in the world can't do anything when there's an ice storm. You just can't drive on it, right? You just can't go.
You know, Rod, I watch you obviously every morning. Enjoy doing it, by the way. And then at nighttime, I'll watch Matt on the evening newscast. Yeah. And there are times when you guys aren't identical in your forecast. You might be close, but it's not the same exact. You guys come up with your own individual forecast. Right. So I'm just curious, in your mind, do you see Matt coming in later today, hearing about your 8-inch prediction and thinking, you know what, that's probably right. In fact, I might take that another notch higher. Or do you think Matt will come in and go, I don't think it's going to be that high. He's going to bring it down a little bit. Where do you think he's going to fall?
Well, I'm supposed to answer that.
I don't want to. He's worked with him for 20 some years.
Yeah, I don't want to speculate on what Matt's decisions are going to be, and of course he's going to be looking at fresher models between now and then. But I'm sure Matt will be talking about a significant snow event in Portland, whatever his actual number is. And I will tell you, the National Weather Service numbers, the last time I looked, were lower than 8 inches. But to me, if you just look, every single forecast model is putting out over an inch of available moisture in this storm coming in tonight. Every single one. We're going to be cold. We're not going to warm up. That's every single piece of weather information says that. So, you know, if you just take the Captain Obvious route, you come up with an 8-inch snowstorm or greater.
So you wouldn't even call that an aggressive approach on your part. That's just the obvious approach.
I'm just trying not to be dumb. Yeah. It just looks like, you know, Chris McGinnis, there was a snowstorm that we missed some time back. Which one? I can't remember which exactly one. Okay, there were multiple storms we missed.
No, we tried to forget those.
I can't remember which one, okay? I said it. But Chris McGinnis and I, another meteorologist on our staff, of course, were talking. And, you know, after the fact, if you just looked at some of the upper track stuff, it was like, we should have known that. It was just, we should have. And I feel like this is the same thing tonight. It's a big storm. It's got tons of moisture. If it snows all night and there's an inch of available water, that's a 8 to more inch snowstorm. Slam dunk.
Mm-hmm. Jennifer Neiman says ice under our snow in Damascus, not going anywhere. And then Anita got poetic with us. Beautiful trees here, like dusted with powdered sugar.
We saw the Dow's camera real quick, and I-84 does show significant snow cover on and off throughout the entire run of the Columbia River Gorge. Go ahead, guys.
Real quick, Erica D. She's a grateful viewer this morning. Good morning, Erica. She's grateful for the wise words of Devin Haskins just a few minutes ago. We were giving him a hard time about bringing up the yellow snow, but she says, thank you, Devin. Our 3-year-old heard your comment and just asked us, why don't we eat yellow snow? I explained it to him. It was important because they have a dog at their house.
Yes. What if the dog eats asparagus or beets? Then what?
Okay, now let's not go there.
Oh my! I don't even know how to respond to that. Somehow now we're talking. Yep, just ignore
Keep going.
It. Okay.
Just saying.
Oh wow, that's beautiful.
Yep. Where's that at?
I love
can't
those
see that
purple
far.
lights. McNamee Road? I don't know where that is.
Oh, yeah, it's a road, not a city.
Pretty. Yeah, if you guys have any great photos, you know, or just the condition updates, text them to us, 503-226-5088. Forest Grove, Beaverton. I love that so many people still have their Christmas lights up. We have like, you know, the strand that borders the house still up, and I plugged them in last night for the first time in weeks. Just kind of brightens it up. Yeah. Vancouver, Washington, love it. Scappoose, couple inches there. We were getting some folks here on our YouTube stream. We have a viewer watching us in Tennessee, a former Oregon native, Rob Collier. Good morning to you.
Oh, yeah.
And freezing rain in Silverton. Ann Greenwell says on YouTube they got an inch in Gladstone, according to Morph Man. Brian says Castle Rock, we got about an inch of snow there in Washington.
Yeah.
Jeremy Wing out in the Rainier Hills says it's gorgeous. He's got his hot coffee this morning watching us from Rainier. Ooh, Jason Hanna's waking up with some homemade cookies. So yes, everyone.
Oh, and Erica, hey, I'm going to give you a birthday shout out. She says it seems to always snow on my birthday. Today I turned 45.
45.
And I enjoy the white carpet over Portland again. Happy birthday, Erica.
Yeah.
Hey, can we end this edition of Sunrise Extra by asking you, Rod, do you think we'll still be talking about weather come Monday morning on Sunrise Extra?
You know, it depends on that, if that storm Sunday night turns out to be still cold with snow and ice, or if it turns to rain, and that's probably a 50-50 call right now. Could go either way.
Not even 51-49, right down the middle.
I haven't looked closely enough to tilt it one way or the other.
Who's working this weekend?
I will be here tomorrow morning and probably on Sunday morning for our sunrise shows. And I'm not sure if Matt is in or someone else Saturday and Sunday afternoon.
No, Matt's here too, I'm being told in our
Is that
ear.
right?
Yep.
On Saturday? Okay.
Yep.
All right,
Big
we'll
boys
see you
coming
this
in for the big
weekend.
storm.
Yeah.
All right, everyone, stay safe, keep up to date. We always have all the list of closures at our website. Have a great holiday weekend.